better knowledge of the strike zone. You can be a little more patient. He's sitting on fastball 3-1. He got the fastball just off the plate.
James Shields still in the bullpen. Lost him. And Barden is aboard.
And you have some good speed on the bases, too.
Let's see what Joe Madden does here. There may be a question as to...
One of the first announcements that I heard had Wes Helms hitting there. That was the announcement in the press box, but that isn't always right. Because I almost wrote that down because it was something you and I were talking about between innings. Where was Helms going to hit? Where was Barden going to hit?
You know, I thought I heard Barden was in the 9 spot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I heard Wes Helms. So you notice Joe Madden obviously waited till the at-bat was over, then went out to discuss that with the home plate umpire, Lance Barksdale, who has the lineup card and should have all the changes.
Well, I mean, Fredi's been tossed out of the ball game.
Well, I'm guessing because he might have made a mistake. In the dugout, it has Barden.
And so you would expect that the Marlins told Lance Barksdale that Barden was in the 9 spot, and Barksdale wrote it down incorrectly.
So no mistake by Fredi, because you have conclusive evidence right there on the wall in the dugout where the lineup is posted and where the changes are all made. There it is, 9th spot, Brian Barden.
And there's no... Remember, Wes Helms was on deck.
See, Helms' name was scratched out because he was on deck.
He was on deck.
Now you see Helms up higher in the number 3 spot in Hanley's spot.
When Paulino made the last out of the 8th inning, Helms was on deck. But that doesn't necessarily mean he goes into that spot. It
doesn't mean he has to go in there. No, exactly right. So Fredi has himself a good argument. Thrown out of the game or not, he's going to stay there and plead his case.
Now, Fredi's getting his money's worth right now. And I mean, there's not much you can do if the umpire writes it down incorrectly, because the umpire turns around and then tells the Rays dugout what he thinks is the batting order.
And that's the one that Joe Madden has in his dugout.
Right. And Fredi's just hanging around because he's listening to Barksdale try to explain this to the crew chief, Tom Hallion.
Fredi knows what he did. He knows that he had Helms on deck. He initially had him in that spot, but once the final out was made, Helms didn't come in the game. He made the switch, put Barden in that spot, put Helms in the number 3 spot. And if in fact he loses the argument, Barden is out. And that appears to be the call.
Tom Hallion now.
Boy, that's a shame to lose leadoff man in that situation, and a good at bat by Barden to draw the walk.
And the Marlins dugout obviously incensed right now. And so Barden is out. He is hit out of order. But he may be coming up again soon. Because if he's not in the 9 spot and it's Helms in the 9 spot, that means Barden is in Hanley's spot, and he could end up hitting twice in this inning. As odd as that sounds.
Well, Chris Coughlin can